without further ado, happy Saturday, darlings. How's your Saturday been? It is nearly, well, it's past lunchtime. Holy cow. Anyhow, I have accomplished some daily routine chore things. So, yes, I do make sure that I get that out and completed before I do any of my sharing my thoughts with you, aka streaming and or streaming my fails on World of Warcraft. It still serves me as a form of, how should I put it? It still serves me as a Uza moment. So, let's get right on it, huh? I was like, one of my coworkers who actually streams on Twitch. And he is part of our, obviously, IT team. And it was so random. He's like, hey, do you stream? And I'm like, wait, it does Darcy stream? I wouldn't call myself a streamer. I just simply talk. And then I share my fails on World of Warcraft. And my coworker was like, so you stream? And I'm like, again, I wouldn't classify myself as one because I'm really, really horrible at it. Really horrible. And they started to talk about their own stream account. They stream on Twitch. And I said, I'm familiar with Twitch and that I've heard enough about it from various different people. From time to time I catch it on like media sites and things like that. Like, there's like a new policy or something to that effect. And they were like, yeah, I stream on there, and there's like a new policy. I have like a good enough amount of subscribers, and I said, oh well, hey, fabulous for you. I am happy that I even have to date the subscriber numbers that I have, and I'm super grateful for that, right? I mean, somehow, somewhere, there's somebody out there besides myself who thinks I'm funny. Anywho, so we got to talking a little bit more about it, and they were like, so, like, if you do now, if you sign up for, like, to stream on Twitch, the company is gonna roll out, or is planning to roll out, this a new tier program. And I was like, a what now? I mean, tier program. Is that like Dota or something? And they were like, no, it's like how you get paid. And I said, oh, well, I don't know anything about that because I don't get paid on YouTube. Again, I just share my thoughts, and if people find it funny by like viewing my videos, then that's great. I mean, if people find it funnier and I have like more subscribers, even better, right? So my coworker was like, well, I'm not really sure. Like, I want to mull it over first if I'm gonna stay on Twitch, or like, move to a different streaming platform. And I'm like, okay. So anywho, that one piqued my interest because I recently did, a few days ago, shared the Twitch news that I was able to gather about their now scrapped banner ad guidelines, something to that effect. So, moving on along this Twitch train. Are they a streaming giant? Sorry, I'm not really sure. Eek, don't yell at me. So anyway, Twitch has been in the news lately, albeit riding along not so friendly skies of streamers upset over its branded content guidelines, which was rolled back by Twitch like skirt the very next day. So again, back to my coworker sharing this news with me. I'm hearing that there's going to be a new quote unquote Partner Plus program slated to give streamers 70% of the share of their subscription revenues or subscriber revenues. I'm not sure if they're called subscriber or subscription people. Anyway, moving on along. The caveat to that is it's only up to the first 100K that you bring in each year. Like if you earn 100K, then you get the 70% of the share of that revenue, and then 30% obviously goes to the company, aka Twitch, because who the hell else needs to get the cut off the top? The streaming platform you're using, that is. It's called a business still, honeys. Still a business, darlings. Again, I don't stream on Twitch, so I'm not like, I wouldn't call myself quote unquote personally invested on whether I will have earned like X amount of money from my Twitch streams without this new quote unquote Partner Plus program or otherwise. Because again, I'm not on Twitch. I'm barely on YouTube, and honestly, I like where I am and the pace I'm at. I'm sure there's like, you know, certainly a lot of like well-known streamers who earn their whose bread and butter is like streaming on streaming platforms, various different niche that you have, you know, that social media has opened up for a lot of people. So that's great for them. But yes, I do have my day job. Yes, and I'm very, very happy, and I'm very grateful for my day job. Thank you. I'm not looking down on anybody, but again, I'm very happy. I'm very content. I am very grateful for the position that I have now in the industry I am in now, because like I had previously stated, I've always wanted to be in this industry, and I'm there. So, yay! And you know, again, I use my my streaming account, my YouTube account, to decompress. And if somehow, some way, it grows, I'd be very grateful. And if it just stays as it is now, status quo, I would still be grateful. And at the very least, I was able to hopefully share a chuckle or like a smile or maybe even like a hearty laugh with somebody like across some screen somewhere. Okay, anyway, starting to like sound like Dr. Phil. Just kidding. So moving on along with that, I do understand completely the kind of work and dedication it takes to build your online presence, like streaming presence, not just like your Instagram. Although Instagram now, I think it's like some people use it to live sell, and I'm not familiar with live selling. I might have to watch a video or two about that. So I'm sure it's not a joke for anybody to invest their time, invest their energy, to conceptualize your page, how it should look or would look, or how you want it to look, from like the banner placement, your camera view, your stream intro message, which yes, I know I don't have, and your outro stream message. I still fail at that one. The color of your wallpaper, like holy smokes, everything else that comes with that, and it's a whole lot. I'm sure it's not a joke. I mean, even for myself, who is at best, again, I will admit, I am comically a horrible noob streamer. Yes, I said it. Okay, Yeah, happy now. LOL. Um, and I don't, like, I really don't know what the recipe is for having a successful, popular streaming page that sticks to people's consciousness. Like when they log into the platform and like immediately recall the name of that streamer or something. And honestly, memory recall is such a coin toss with all the information bombarding you IRL. Like your parentals screaming at you, it's time for supper, darling. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. I'm sure. Anyway, except for Cersei. Cersei's like 106 years old, so anyway. Kidding aside, per the available news info I've gathered, most partner streamers receive 50%? Question mark on that, because I'm not sure. Of their subscription revenues, and y'all are open to correct me on this in the comment section. Yes, just don't yell at each other, you know. Don't be dropping like crazy bombs on each other. Just saying, like, F-bombs here and there. You can always argue without having to resort to that. Yeah. Of course, there's exceptions, but again, for the most part, yes, we can have disagreement without having to resort to that, cursing each other out. But, so, again, most partner streamers receive 50% of their subscription revenues, and that's a question mark. But some of the platforms, the biggest streamers and Twitch, had negotiated between them the 70-30 split, which up until that time was good, except Twitch decided last fall that the same deals would eventually be getting the 100K cutoff, so like across the board. So I'm not sure if that's like a sad face kind of thing, or is it a win-win still for everybody, even the streamers that don't have like millions of subscribers. I don't know. Again, leave your comment below and let me know. Share your thoughts. It also is noted that the new program apparently retained the quote-unquote premium subscription terms, but it could widen the path for more streamers to access the higher split. So for this new split revenue thing, this Twitch streamer will need to keep a subscription count of at least 350 recurring paid subscriptions for 3 consecutive months to qualify for the program. Per the company's chief monetization, I don't know how to I probably murdered that word, sorry. Officer Mike Minton, but it's the chief monetization office. Isn't that just the finance department, like the accounting people, like the revenue people? I mean, I don't know, I just think it would sound better if it was like the chief revenue office versus the chief monetization office. I'm just, that's just me. Anyway, and Chief Content Officer Laura Lee in Twitch's blog post. So once you've reached that benchmark, you will automatically be enrolled for the next 12 months. Even if you dip below the subscription or subscriber threshold during that 12-month period, per, again, Mike Minton and Laura Lee, the Chief Monetization Officer and Chief Content Officer respectively of Twitch. This program is set to launch on October 1st, unless, again, Twitch decides to kick this one to the curb like it did the new ad rules, which was scrapped one day after announcing the news. So, question. Is it still worth streaming on Twitch for newbies? Or are the other competitors doing better or just about the same, such as with like Meta's Facebook Gaming, YouTube Gaming, or even Kick? the newest competitor in the ring, which launched in January and per their advertisement takes 95.5 split on subscription revenue. What are your thoughts on this? Remember to drop in the comment section below. And that is where we end this convo. More on that once we hear more on this news. Anywho, do have a great Saturday. Do walk around outside sometime. Enjoy the sunlight. Get some fresh air. Stay fabulous. Don't let anybody dim your light. Sprinkle some fabulosity in today's face and everyday's face. Stay fabulous. And remember to journey in gratitude and leave some grace for people. Even though they're annoying, leave some grace for them. Okay, darlings, I shall see you on the next round.